Hey guys, so in this video I'll be reconstructing my 6.80 official clock average. So in this average I used 7 simultaneous. Okay, so here's the first scramble. I'll put it up on screen now. Okay, so as you can see there's a block here, so I'm going to try to preserve that at the back. If you don't know how 7 simul works, I'll attach a tutorial in the description so you can check it out now before watching the rest of the video if you want. So basically here L to U is 6. And then L to UL here is 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And 12 is basically 0 because like on a clock if you do 12, then that's basically the same as doing nothing. So M1 is 0, and then M2 here has these forced to skip here, so it will also be 0. So 0, 0, and then here L to U here is 5. So the first three numbers are 0, 0, and 5. Alright, so back to the first side. R to D is 3, and then here R to DR is negative 3, which we are going to add together. So 3 plus negative 3 is, you guessed it, 0 again. So the first four numbers are 0, 0, 5, 0, which is actually quite lucky. So D to C here is negative 1, and since I use Chinese for negative numbers, there will be E. So the full number is 0, 0, 5, 0, E. So for execution here, like this. But since both M1 and 2 are 0, you can just entirely skip this step. It's 5, then make the square, connect these two. 0, so we don't have to do anything on this side. Negative 1 here. Connect these two. Connect these two. Make like a cross here while solving this corner, and then after that solving the rest. And that was a 5.28, which is my PR single. Okay, so here's the second scramble, and I got a 5.83. So as you can see, there are 2 blocks here. So I just flip around the clock to see which one I would want to like preserve, force a skip with. And I picked this one because, like, you know, the pin order will be easier to follow if I use that. Like, just have to put one pin up. So don't really want to elaborate too much on that. So basically the memo goes L to U here is 4. L to UL here is negative 3. So 4 plus negative 3 is 1. Then these two are the same, so it will be a 0. So 1, 0. And this is a negative 2 away from this. So L to U. So that will be negative 2, which in Chinese 2 is So memo is 1, 0, Here, R to D is 5. And R to D here is negative 2. So 5 plus negative 2 is 3. And then lastly D to C is 2. So the memo is 1, 0, 3, 2. So for execution, 1, negative 2, and connect these two, make the square, 3, 2. Okay, so now I'm going to connect these two together to form the block. Connect these two. As you can see, these two are already paired up, so it's kind of like a skip here. Just forming the cross. And then just solving the rest. And yeah, that was a 5.83. Okay, so this was a third scramble, and unfortunately it was a DNF. And it wasn't any other DNF, it was actually a good solve of 5.85, so I was actually really sad after getting that DNF. So as you can see here, I've got a block. And I'll put it on the back. So here 5. L to U is 5. L to UL is 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, which if you do an 8 on clock, it will be basically the same as doing a negative 4. So basically, negative 4 in Chinese is 4. So the first one is 4. These are the same. So 4, 0. And then this is negative 1 away, which is 1 is E. So 4, 0, E. This is negative 1 away. R to D, and then this is also negative 1 away, so negative 2 is so now it's 0, E, and then this is negative 2, which is also so 0, E, Alright, so execution 0, E, and then now connecting these two, making the square and then Alright, so just connect these two and these two. Make the cross, connect these two. And wait, no. solve the rest. But I think I did something wrong during the solve, which caused it to be a DNF. I think this edge was off, I think, if I remember correctly, yeah. So pretty sad with the DNF. I haven't calculated what the average would be if I didn't DNF the 5.85. I'll put it up on the screen now. So yeah, it was kind of really sad. So this was the fourth scramble and it was a pretty bad solve. It was a 7.63. So I decided to start from this orientation for like no particular reason at all. Like probably it was just the cover coming up and then the clock was in this orientation. So I just started from here. So remember here L to U is 6. L to UL is -1, so 6 plus -1 is 5. U to C is 4, so 5, 4, and then L to U is 3. Here, R to D is 1, and then R to DR is 6, so 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is basically just -5, so U. And then D to C is 5, so the memo is 5, 4, 3, U, 5. Okay. So execution 5, 4, 3, just doing the block building thing. Ooh, and 5 here. Connecting these two, making the cross, connecting these two, and then just solving the clock. And I had to do a safety flip at the end because like I would not want another DNF. And DNF the entire average. So yeah. Okay, so this is the last scramble. Will be up on the screen now. So as you can see here, these two are the same, so I'll put them in the back left, the back top left. L to U here is 6, so 6 here, and then after that L to UL here is 5, so 6 plus 5 is 11, which is -1, which is E, and then U to C is 2. So E2, and then the L to U here is 0, so E2, 0 are the first 3 numbers. Alright, so here R to D is -3, and then R to DR is -4, so -3 plus -4 is -7, which is 5. So the memo is E205, and then D to C is U, so E205 U. So for execution, E2, just do nothing on this side. 5. Ooh. Alright, and then just do the block building thing. I don't really want to elaborate too much about it. These two are the same, so I gotta skip this time, like on the second solve I believe, and then just finish off the rest. Just had to do a safety check as I don't want a DNF average, so yeah. That was a 6.93, which locked in the average.